Welcome back to the table. I'm Scott, and
I'm Craig. He's the Emperor. I'm the Barbarian.
Barbarian.
And we're here to talk about...
balanced encounter versus unfair encounter.
Okay.
So our plan here is that we're calling this a debate, but really it ends up being, let's just talk about the topic.
The goods and bads
the goods,
of
the
each.
bads, which one it is. Most times when we come up with these, we usually I kind of want to argue both sides of it.
Yep.
Maybe it'll eventually evolve into a real debate, but it's a debate.
Okay, I'll have to find a suit.
Yeah. Well, so when you see us come in suits one day, be like, oh, it's on. It's on.
For our 10th episode.
10th episode, yeah.
We come in looking fancy.
You play the Judge Judy music. We're like,
We both come in with
Yeah.
suitcases.
yeah.
Objection. Wait, that's not a debate. That's a court case. Okay, so balanced versus unfair.
Balanced versus
Okay,
unfair. Let's
what-
define it.
Yeah, two sides to unbalanced.
Okay.
So there's a TPK, but then there's that one where you just like smack the enemies and it's like they go 4 times over.
That's true. That's true.
It can swing both ways.
Yeah, they can do that.
I'd like to say the unbalanced are the extremes.
Yep.
Whereas if we're looking at our balanced, they're the ones in there, they might be the tough fights, but like no side is overpowered compared to the other. It's like when you're having a sparring match or playing some sport with somebody that's just as good as you are.
Mhm.
It's like that. It's how I imagine a balanced encounter.
I think it depends on the goal too. So
Yes.
the definition of the goal. So for example, if we're going through a dungeon,
Yeah.
and I got my players, and they're going to go through, probably let's just say a couple hours. I know the measurement of time is weird with D&D, but let's just say a couple hours of pretty good movement. And at the end of it, they're going to probably fight something that's a little tougher than what they've been fighting. So balanced, in my opinion, is by the time they get to that, they haven't burned all their spell slots or all their hit die or
Right.
anything like that. They actually...
But the exploration is also an encounter in and of itself, if you think
It's
about
true, too. So it's part of like the balanced part of it.
Yeah.
Like, so it doesn't always mean just taking them.
Yeah.
They got to be their best selves to beat
No.
themselves, but also
No, but whatever they're fighting is going to match what level they're at.
correct.
Is what
Yeah.
I meant by, like, if you're having a match of any kind against somebody that's at your level, it's a lot more enjoyable than having a one-sided match.
Yeah, where you're just
No matter which side you're
flying
on.
through everybody.
Yeah. Because then you're just like, if you play a video game on God mode, how quickly do you get bored?
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other way, if you're, I don't know how people play Dark Souls, where it's like one hit and you're like dead.
Oh yeah, everything.
Yeah.
It's like the Kurds where he's like, and then you died.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay,
pretty
so
much.
now that we've defined balanced
Yeah.
and unbalanced,
Well, have we? Okay, so balance.
more
Balance
or less,
is pretty close. They're not getting wiped. They're not getting whatever. They're at a good clip through whatever it is
Yeah.
that they're doing, whether it be a single fight or dungeon.
Yeah.
And then unfair or unbalanced encounter is just
one. To me, it's a really one-sided.
one-sided. Whether it's the players that are completely
players,
wiping things
yeah.
out, or the monster or whatever
Yeah.
they're going against is wiping them
Yeah.
out.
And that could be for social encounters, that could be exploration, that could be
Too.
combat.
Yeah.
It could be like the environment is just so harsh that, like, do I really want to be here? I want to
Yeah.
go home. For me, I have become, over time, more fan of the unbalanced
Okay.
encounters. Because, A, life is never fair.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes the world feel more realistic. Like, if everything that you encounter is balanced, for me, why is my world so curated towards that?
Gotcha.
Now, I don't mean, like, you could have slightly unbalanced encounters. But sometimes it's nice for the players just to let loose and I want to go back to that little town where I got picked on and I just want to kick that bully's butt 3 towns over. If you're starting, like, a campaign, it starts with you in, like, your bubble. And then as you leave, like, your city or whatever, then you go out into the big world.
Yep.
How quickly are you going to fumble your way into shenanigans that you probably were not prepared for?
True.
I think of Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example of unbalance. How quickly do those hobbits get in over their head? But I think the other main thing is to make sure that your players aren't always running away. 'Cause there
Yeah.
can be other objectives in encounters. Murder everything so there's not a witness.
That's true. Or unless there's Sir Robin and then you run.
Well, yes, but that's only fun for so long.
It's true. I think sometimes players might turn a balanced encounter into an unbalanced encounter.
Oh, 100%.
And so that's kind of where I feel like an unbalanced encounter is maybe more appropriate, because there's a certain level of cause and effect that needs to happen, and I'm hesitating. I don't want to say punishment, because you don't really want to punish your players. As soon as you start going player versus DM,
Right.
it's bad. There's no good things.
No,
that are
but
gonna
there's
come out of that,
consequences for actions, and sometimes there's natural consequences.
exactly.
If I know that stepping on this landmine is going to blow me up, and I step on that landmine, what happens afterwards is kind of my fault.
Exactly.
It's like that guy that's like, hey, watch out for the tripwire.
Mhm.
What? I wasn't paying attention. Bloop.
So balanced fight, you know, ensure some spotlight time for all the characters, all the players.
Okay, any of my players that are watching this, close your ears. Don't listen. DM trick I use. If I have a monster in round 1 that's going to get wiped, I stop keeping track of health. And you know what I do? Tally mark. Once everybody gets tally mark, whoever gets the coolest like hit or biggest hit is the one that kills it.
Sometimes that's the way that works.
I honestly, you know what I've done for the last for the end of War of the Realms? I stopped keeping track of health entirely. I let it be narrative.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's something for that. I think that's an easier way to be able to maybe have more balance.
But only if you have one big bad. If you have a big bad and some minions, you got to keep track of something.
Right.
And generally, I do tally marks. Like 2 tally marks kills the minion. Big guy, for every 10 he's supposed to, every like 10 damage, you get a tally mark. I'm not nickeling and diming health. I'm not doing the math.
I'm thinking of your favorite one in the world. We talk about it, I think, every time we do.
Oh, where I make you cry?
The Ramirez.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and we go up, and this thing comes out. I'm like, this thing's gonna be cool. I got all these cool things planned.
Hey, you know what?
And we're like, punch.
Hey, wait. Okay, I dropped 4 key points to stun that thing.
That's true.
I used precious resources to stun that
I'm
thing.
not saying it's unearned.
No,
you definitely
I'm just saying,
you did it.
Sometimes you make it seem like I just walked up and went, hey, come here. Yeah, you're done. And then just crit hit and everything after.
I mean, there's a little, it felt like that a little bit
yeah.
in the moment emotionally, but I remember that happening, and I went, you know what? I'm going to freaking double his health. I literally went to the thing and said, ×2.
Yep.
And then I did that. And,
guess what?
And then it just went, I'm like, now there's 2 of them.
And guess what? I skinned it alive.
That was pretty funny. So sometimes the balancing can happen the other way.
But after 10th level, it is.
It's hard.
It is.
That's hard. And I think that's one of the other points, is that once you get so far, it's hard to be able to create balanced encounters. Ones that don't take an incredible amount of time.
Another DM trick.
So
don't listen to my players again. You know what I like to do also once you get higher level? Any cons or BS that the players pull, the NPCs are going to pull them too.
Yeah.
He just gave me ammunition to use.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That'd be kind of
Shout
funny.
out to Brendan Lee Mulligan.
There's you should have them people name, like, have the NPCs name the con after the player that did it.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I like it.
You're famous. Like, balanced encounters from more of the fun perspective. It feels fair, so people, they feel the win feels deserved. It doesn't, the loss does feel earned as well. So it's not so much like, okay, I just got my butt handed to me. There's nothing I could do. This is bullcrap. Like, that feeling can get there, and that can really like destroy players.
I have been in some campaigns like that.
Predictable danger builds some confidence in the players, and you can encourage some tactical thinking. So you can let the players explore out of the box thinking a little bit.
True. I feel like, though, more of your out of the box thinking, at least for me, would be in the unbalanced, because now I got to pull stuff out of my butt and try to make combo moves. As we're talking about this, I think beginning of a campaign, probably up till about level 5, balanced.
Mm-hmm.
After that, things are going to start getting a little rougher.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, around and you find out.
Yes. It comes to our big word of the year. Communication. You You got to let your players know that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I would telegraph leading up to a fight potentially that like, hey, these guys might be a little more than you can handle.
If we start jumping over to unfair encounters, when we think about some of the things, so I think one of the best points is the world feels more real.
Yeah.
Right? It feels more real. It's something.
It feels more alive.
Yeah.
It's not just static.
Exactly. You're not in bubble wrap. You're not in like a little, you know,
that
special
bubble.
suit of armor that's protecting you about everything.
Right.
Way we do our exhaustion levels in our campaigns, some of our home rules, if you will, is the way we do exhaustion in short rest.
Oh yeah.
It's not just you take a nap for a couple hours and then you or sit there.
Yeah, we changed it. Our short rest are if you're outside of a city, a substantial settlement, I would say. It's you're only having short rest.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's an overnight thing. It's a night sleep kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is
out in the wilderness, like backpacking or anything. Yeah, that's a short rest.
Yeah, exactly. There's no, I need to do a long rest, so I'm gonna like camp in the middle of this dungeon so I can get geared up to fight the big bad guy.
Not happening.
Like that's not the thing. Like that's not what's gonna go on. So I think that helps encourage players that you need to be aware and your resources are precious. And I think this is one of the strongest points for unfair encounters is you can create some legendary moments.
Oh yeah.
Some really cool moments of, hey, this is something that just couldn't happen and you're able to do it.
Perfect example, Ramirez.
Yeah.
How quickly did what should have been a fair encounter got turned one-sided?
Oh yeah. So but that was cool though, right?
Yeah.
We still talk about it. I mean, that happened.
Yeah.
I actually looked it up. That happened in 2021.
Yep.
And we still talk about it to this day.
Yep.
Part of the other thing is that, really enforcing the player agency. So giving them, and we've talked about this already, but giving them consequences for their actions, right? Really facilitating that. And
which I think so many players operate under, I can do whatever I want. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah. If players know that they could have unfair encounters, that not everything is going to just be all peaches and roses all the time, that they have to think outside the box. They need to maybe come up with non-combat based solutions to their problems, which
I'd even make social encounters unbalanced though too.
Balanced encounters train players to fight first.
Yes, that trains them for default is murder.
Default is murder. Murder hobos.
Yes.
Murder hobos.
100%.
In unfair encounters, train players to think first.
Yes. I think it can also train players to always run away from anything that looks like it might be dangerous.
Okay. Like, yeah, we don't want to try that because it could be a little too...
It's that timid, we have to run from everything because it's always too overpowered.
So you need to find a balance with the unfair versus balanced encounter
kind
scenario.
Or you just got to have players that are like, you know what, I'm going to take big swings for big rewards.
Yeah. If a balanced encounter is going, and I think about this with video games.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
So Prince of Persia, I loved
that you can rewind
that game. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
And you had a limited amount of rewinds that you could do.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the older ones.
Yeah.
Then you got the newer ones that came out. And it's like you can't lose.
Oh.
No matter what you do, it's pretty much you just keep trying forever and you can't lose.
Oh.
There's just no stakes in the game.
Yeah. So for me, if we're talking a balanced encounter going unbalanced, it's that player that just the monsters are rolling hot and the players are rolling like duty.
How about when unfair encounter goes wrong?
Oh,
I feel like that's a lot easier.
That is so easy. You have an overpowered monster. You have an ability that you think sounds good, that as soon as it goes, you're like, okay, maybe we need to walk that back a bit.
All right. If you're ready for it, got some scenarios.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Right? And I want you to keep this in mind. This is brainstorming here.
Okay.
A good unfair fight is signaled, survivable, and meaningful.
Yes,
A bad unfair fight is surprising, inescapable, and humiliating. Emulate, whatever.
Humiliating.
Emulating. Thank
Yeah.
you. So I got a couple of examples for you
Okay.
that would be good to talk about.
Okay.
And what I want to do with these is say what examples of things that make it a bad, unfair fight,
Okay.
and example things of why it would be a good, unfair fight.
Okay.
So first example is an overpowering monster. The example that I have here is of a bad, unfair fight is the party enters a forest. The DM says a massive creature attacks, and then the monster one-shots the frontline player with no warning. There's no escape. There's no context, and the DM just says, "Yeah, you shouldn't have been there."
Oh yeah, that's bad all around.
That's
There's
all around. That's
so
like an
many
extreme.
There are so many bad things. So let's take this piece by piece. We're gonna do one of those sports ball replays. Okay, give me the first little chunk.
All right.
The party enters an ancient forest.
Party enters a forest.
A forest. Okay.
There's no extra adjectives on purpose.
Okay. So you give me a normal. You just say forest.
Forest.
Okay. What comes to your mind when you think forest? I think a bunch of trees on the side of the road.
Some deer.
Yeah. Does not look menacing to me.
Maybe a couple bunnies.
So problem number one, but not throat-eating bunnies that need holy hand grenades.
Okay. True.
Okay, second part.
Second part.
Uh-huh.
The DM says a massive creature attacks.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that. That part. Okay, massive creature. It could be a lot of things. Next part was
monster one-shots the frontline character.
Once again, we're not saying dead right out the road.
Yeah, we're not saying splat.
Don't necessarily have a problem with that one. But there could have been some signaling using our game words from earlier. There was no signaling.
All right.
Okay, and then the last part, the DM's just like, hey, you guys messed around and found out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is no.
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 I have
Okay.
replay example what we think it should be.
Okay, let's hear what.
Let's see, and then we'll see if you agree.
Okay, and then I'll pick that up.
So NPCs whisper,
Mm-hmm.
nothing that enters the Blackwood comes back.
Okay, that's signaling.
The party finds crushed siege weapons and half-eaten giants.
Where the hell was this in the first one?
Well, I know.
I'm just saying.
The monster appears but doesn't rush, aka doesn't freaking one-shot a character.
Mm-hmm.
It ignores the party at first, killing something bigger nearby, and the terrain clearly allows escape.
Yes. Perfect. Yes. All of that. Yes.
All of that. So you communicated the danger before combat.
Huge
the players can choose to engage or flee.
Yes.
The monster's power is demonstrated safely.
It's very evident.
Right? And retreat is framed as smart, not failure.
Right, but it also gives the players the option to not only, I don't have to engage, but do I want to stay in the woods and maybe scout out this monster a la Monster Hunter and find weak points or things to exploit.
Yeah.
It doesn't be like, bam. It's like if I walked in your house and you punched me in the face. That's what that first one was.
Yeah. Well, we're being dramatic. That's what this is all about.
I'm just so mad at the first one. And that's because the second one was, the revised version was so good. Okay, make me angry again.
You ready for example number 2? This is fun. We need to do this more often.
Watch the barbarian get mad.
I mean, rage is a thing with barbarians. I don't know if you knew that or not. Okay.
I've never played one, so I wouldn't know.
That's the joke. Okay, example 2. Boss with overwhelming mechanics.
Yeah, that sounds like every monster ever.
All right, so here's a scenario.
Oh, God.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, God.
Can't promise it's going to be any better. Boss has legendary actions.
Okay.
Layer effects, like layer. They're in
their layer actions. Not mad at
Not layer actions, but layer effects. They're in their layer. Resistance to everything.
Okay. Well, okay.
So here we go. So I got a couple more points.
Okay.
Players discovered this mid-fight.
What, that it has
those things that I said. Legendary actions, layer effects, resistance to everything.
Okay.
They discover that mid-fight.
Okay. Not mad at it. That's how you discover things.
GM smiles and says, "You weren't supposed to win."
Okay, well, F that guy.
Yeah, that's the and then the party is wiped after 3 rounds.
Okay.
I mean, mid-fight. When is mid-fight happening? But we'll just pretend.
Right. Okay,
Mid-fight.
so I'm not mad at players finding out about legendary actions mid-fight. Layer actions, it happens. You find out about that. Resistances, mid-fight. There's some monsters that are resistant to everything.
Mm-hmm. Not everybody has the monster manual memorized, and I wouldn't want them to, because that's
but
part
also
of the fun.
if it's the culmination of like a whole campaign, that guy should be resistant to everything.
Yeah.
The part that I'm mad at is the DM being like, you shouldn't have been here. Then why'd you let me come here?
Yeah. So that's part. So here's the bullet point list of why it sucks, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's things that we're already saying. So it betrays the player's expectations.
Uh-huh.
You're right. They're going in. They're going to fight somebody. They know it's a boss fight. There's got to be some indicator, right?
Yeah.
So player agency is kind of like taken away. Like, you had the ability to make a choice to do this.
Yeah, you kind of railroaded me into making this choice.
And that would be point number 2 is you don't feel like you're railroading.
Yeah.
And it turns combat into a scripted loss.
Yeah, 100%.
So.
Yes.
And I think we had this a few times with one.
No matter what you did, even a win was a loss.
Yeah.
And even if it was a hard fought win, it was still a loss.
And that was I know you said that quite a bit since then, but I never really and I agreed with you, but I didn't really understand why I agreed with you. But really going through and thinking about this has made me think about that.
Yeah. But if I was running it, I wouldn't have changed the actions, the legendary or the layer actions. I wouldn't have changed the resistances. The thing I would have changed is I would have made him hit hard but been a freaking glass cannon. Instead of him having 200 health, because resistances, like a barbarian's rage, basically double their meat stackness.
Mm-hmm. Ready for the good and fair fight version of this?
Yeah.
The boss is visibly empowered by pylons, runes, and or artifacts.
Yeah, it makes sense why he's strong.
It's getting its power from somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
I think of Dr. Frankenstein in his lab, those big giant things.
Yeah,
powering his monster or whatever,
making it happen. Early attacks barely scratch it.
Yeah,
it's like, ain't happening, right? Mm-hmm. At this point, you're putting some things
together.
Yeah,
you're signaling things.
The successful check reveals this isn't its final form or its full vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
And then mid-fight objectives appear. So you can disrupt, escape, or delay during it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can disrupt the pylons, you can escape, or you can delay it because what's happening.
Yeah.
And the victory condition isn't kill, it's survive or sabotage.
Yeah. I like
that. You're not just saying, well, you lost the combat, so you lost the game.
Yeah.
Go home.
But that also harkens back to a DM that is more than just murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
More than just I gotta kill everything.
I got 2 more of these. A high-level NPC encounter.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Party mouths off to a powerful NPC. NPC instantly annihilates a PC to teach a lesson. The DM says actions have consequences.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
And you want me to hit it again really quick?
No, I need 2 clarifying questions.
Sure.
Because you're probably the crazy guy that wrote this. One, what does annihilate mean?
Let's go softer and let's just say they can completely get their butt handed to them. Their head is not physically rammed up their own backside, but metaphorically they're done. They're chucked. Because it's a show of force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not entirely mad at that because there might be some moments where that does happen. Mm-hmm. Let me hear the good version and then I'll make my final judgment on the bad one. If I didn't learn from the first one, I should have waited in the second one to hear the good version.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So good version.
Uh-huh.
NPC or good unfair fight.
Uh-huh.
And this is very scripted, so take it what it's worth, but it's meant to highlight how these things make sense. And maybe it helps you as players, talking to the audience here, helps you as players identify when situations are being bad. Because just take a minute here, you as a player have agency to be able to say, hey, stop, wait a minute, something crazy is going on, I need more information.
Yeah.
And you have the ability to stop what's happening. You do not have to just take it and accept it. You can stop what's happening and say, I don't like what's going on. Can we get more information here?
Yeah. Because the other thing I think people have been trained because of actual plays is, one, players can say no.
Yeah.
No. Mm-hmm. Also, they need to also know a DM can say no as well. Anybody at the table at any time can be like, no.
Yeah.
We need to take a minute.
Yeah. I mean, I get that there is sometimes where you might want to have a story element where you need to do something.
Right.
But there is ways to signal it and allow it, because it just, players are going to get frustrated, they're going to get mad, they're going to get upset,
Yes.
they're going to
check out.
they're going to check out.
I've done it
There's all
many
sorts
times.
of things that are just going to happen where it's
Mhm.
just like, well, whatever. It doesn't matter what I do.
Yep.
I'm trying things here and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Either you got to give me better signals, or you're going to have to solve the problem, because clearly I can't.
Yeah. I can only put the
Right.
round peg in the round hole.
Yeah, it goes in the square hole, but yes.
Every square goes through. Everything goes through the square
hole.
peg. Yeah. Everything
time.
goes through. Yeah.
Every time I laugh, every time.
Yes.
Okay, I can resist.
Let me hear the good part.
Good one. Okay, good one. And this is high level NPC encounter,
Yeah.
more of a social encounter. So NPC casually counters magic without effort. They disarm a character without dealing damage.
Mhm.
They stop combat with a single action. And they say you're brave and completely outmatched. Leaves or offers terms.
Yeah.
Again, leave or offers terms.
Right.
So like they can be, the player character can be put in its place.
Yeah.
They're
There's this,
taught a
lovely,
lesson.
there's this lovely spell called Command where you're just like, kneel. But yeah, the second one does sound a lot better. It still gives me, the player, a chance to be like, wait, this guy's I'm in the bar, I'm doing something. I say something, this guy makes a comment, and I'm like, wait, what? No, F you, dude.
Yeah.
And then there's a back and forth, like we said. The first one is very one-sided.
I think most things live in some mixed world of this,
Mhm.
right? You know, we got the two extremes. I think it's consistency, right? If 1 minute you're fighting a very balanced encounter and the next minute you're fighting something that's like, oh no, I touched it and I got obliterated. And so one of the cool things about doing this is thinking about other concepts, debating, having a conversation.
Good,
and,
then you're going to like our next one.
yeah. So anyways, trying to think of scenarios that happen and how would they be
Mhm.
differently. So it's funny way to say that. Okay, example number 4.
Mhm.
Ambush
Mhm.
or trap.
Mhm.
Some type of ambush or some type of trap.
Mhm.
Ready for the bad version?
Yeah.
Okay. Surprise round wipes half the party.
Okay.
Crazy. No clues, no rolls, no counterplay.
Okay.
We're going extreme. DM says that's just how ambushes work. And nobody has you can't be
Alert.
surprised.
Oh, the alert feat.
Alert.
There is other ways I would do it. Okay. I think the second sentence is where my face may have started changing colors. Okay.
So yes, no rolls. No rolling is happening.
No rolls on my side or no rolls on the DM side?
No rolls on your side. But really, somebody's attacking you.
Yeah.
And they hit your AC, then you know that, you're not going to get a roll. There's no clues to the players that they're walking into an ambush.
Oh, there's no signaling or anything.
Yeah. I guess the good version, or do you want
I'm going to guess that the DM communicates effortlessly and telegraphs what is coming. Am I wrong?
You're not really wrong.
Okay.
It's like we've done this 3 other times. Okay.
Okay, shut up. And tell me the crap.
So players notice signs. Missing scouts, disturbed ground.
Yes. Signaling.
Failed rolls give partial information, not nothing.
Yeah.
I think
you
that's
should always
important,
do it.
right?
We use I got you on that boat where you
Yeah,
got a
makes
little,
sense.
medium, a lot.
A lot. Yeah, exactly. It's not fail or not fail. It's everything. Unless we're talking about nat 1 versus nat 20, and even then you got fun stuff.
There's a bell curve.
There's a bell curve. Ambush hits hard, but not instantly lethal.
Yeah.
And escape routes and terrain matter, so that players have options. They're not just so. I definitely, I obviously this is very like one-sided, curated type of thing where you got the really bad, and then the pretty good. Things that are happening.
You just have healthy. You have unhealthy and then healthy.
Yeah.
The first ones are like those Reddit posts you.
Oh yeah, hey, I was in a session and I think I should quit. What do you think, people? Like, but one of the things that I like about this is players notice signs. So missing scouts, disturbed ground. That's the part that I like. And with newer players, this is where I think a balanced encounter happens. But brand new players, you kind of have to train the players how to think. Like
Mhm.
as a person, like the default action that you have, like the default action I have is if I was this person or this creature or this whatever in this environment, in this situation, what would I do? Right? I try to role play it out. What would I do? What would I try to do? It's like, oh, well, I'm in a room. What would I see? Okay, I want to go check the door and see if it's
Yeah.
unlocked, and I want to, like, is there any way to get out? Like, I'm trying to, like, maybe I'm playing a MacGyver episode in my head and I'm trying to reverse engineer that way, or
Oh, that'd be so fun. He'd have to be an artificer.
it could be, yeah. So but you are trying to think of that and then
Mhm.
getting the players to make the next step, which is, well, what asking for certain things or asking for more information or trying to get
Right.
stuff, right? In understanding what's happening. So this is shorter than you would expect for me because I usually do a lot of lists.
Darn.
Before running an unfair fight,
Mm-hmm.
these are my tips,
Okay.
my checklist.
Okay.
Did I telegraph the danger? Do players have meaningful choices?
Yes.
Is retreat viable?
Yes.
Does failure move the story? And will players learn something useful? So those are my 5 checklist tips if you're going to run an unfair fight.
Those are the ingredients to our secret sauce.
Yeah, well, now they're not so secret. So shh, don't listen to nothing I just said because you're going to steal it.
Don't tell anybody else. It's just for you. Okay, what were they again? Because I have paid attention.
Did you telegraph? Do players have choices? Is retreat viable? Does failure move the story? And will players learn something useful? Useful
Yes.
as in
I think
probably story.
I think instead of like retreat, do they have just options in general?
Yeah.
Because
are options viable?
yeah.
Okay.
Didn't
I'm gonna
you say
update that. Is retreat viable? Is what I had.
Are
But
options.
options.
Because an overwhelming thing, it could have been an overwhelming force, but you have to get a MacGuffin and do a thing, and because I get that the default is to retreat, but sometimes retreat is not an option.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to
Dragon Heist.
that, or I'm thinking like any of those, or like Riddick, like the first one, Pitch Black.
Mhm.
Like they have to survive.
Yeah. Being in the dark with crazy monsters that are gonna like spear him through the chest and crap.
Yeah.
And Rip is, on drugs.
Stupid Rip.
Yeah. Did you see Yellowstone?
I saw part of it.
Okay. Yeah, like everybody likes losing their crap over Rip.
It's
the same guy.
Okay.
I forget his
Yeah,
name.
but as soon as he takes off that hat, all the sex appeal is gone.
Yeah.
And it's situational.
Situational. It is. It's Cowboys.
It's like the cheerleader effect. You get enough cheerleaders together. Ooh. You have a one cheerleader on, you're like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna approach that.
Exactly. I like the way you think about that one.
I can give that to Barney Stinson. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. I know. I need to watch that. I added that.
That
I
did
added
not
that to the
age
list.
well, and it could not be shown today.
Oh yeah, because it'd be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Signals of danger, the danger zone.
Mhm.
So I'm calling this kind of like a signaling toolkit, if you will. And the whole idea of it is that, like, if things are happening, like, how would you give cues? How would you give, like, how do you help inform? So being able to do those things that we just talked about, those 5 things I just talked about. And I'm gonna kind of try to rapid fire these a little bit, just for the sake of whatever. But stop me anywhere you want to.
Okay.
So 3 levels of danger signaling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And and what I'm saying here is you should use at least 2 of these things.
Okay.
So one is fictional signals, so in-world cues.
Yeah.
And these can be environmental, so like massive claw marks,
Smell,
scorched stone,
use all
crushed
the
vehicles,
senses.
ruined fortifications, corpses
Yeah.
of stronger things. Right, we talked about all those in the examples. So a rule, just like an example here, if the party is level 5 on average, then you want to show something that killed like a level 8 type thing, like something that would be
equivalent
something
of
that,
a CR equivalent to that.
Yeah. So that would be good environmental signaling.
Mm-hmm.
NPC signaling. Veterans refuse to go closer. Locals change their behavior. NPCs lower their voice or use euphemisms like, you know, uh, Harry Potter does it all the time. And that thing that doesn't hurt anyone, it waits, kind of like weird, like little sayings, like they got mantras towards stuff that's like, ooh, you just stay away from the danger kind of thing. And I think one of the things that do that really well, both of those things, is the verdant worm, the tracking the worm. That does a very good job of doing that the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. And then the other one is creature behavior. So monster ignores the party initially, like you're not even a threat. It doesn't matter. Casual destruction. One action demonstrates like overwhelming force. Right. So these are all fictional signals.
It's show, don't tell.
In world cues. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you got environmental, NPC, and creature behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And using at least 2 of the 3.
Yes.
When you're trying to telegraph.
Yes.
So that is danger signaling category number 1.
Yes.
Ready for number 2?
Yes.
Mechanical signals.
Okay.
Mechanical signals. So you can use these. You can whisper or shout danger, like warning, 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 right? So early mechanical signs. Attacks deal noticeably reduced damage. You got 80 damage that you just dealt, and it's like whatever.
Yeah, it seems like you did way less than you thought you did.
Mm-hmm. And this is something I feel like I can do better, and you don't always have to go cinematic. I kind of think of it like when I'm doing a fight, I kind of think of it like a cutscene type deal where you're going and you're doing, and you finally get to a cutscene part, and then you're being a little more descriptive, and then you're going to regular fight, and then another cutscene.
It's like montage, cutscene.
Yeah.
Montage, cutscene. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's kind of the way that I mentally think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the cutscenes, I think, are good mechanical signs. So you're going with the cutscene right away, and you realize it ain't doing crap. Right? Mm-hmm. Enemy succeeds a check effortlessly. Party resources drain faster than expected. So it's like you're putting everything you can into this, and it doesn't. You're not out, but it ain't doing nothing. And skill checks reveal how outmatched you are. You land, you get a 19, and it barely gets you where you need to be, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh well, I rolled a 16. Okay, with my weapon that gives me 24. Does that hit? No, not really.
And then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, and then you're like, oh shit. So right, and
like
it could be yeah. So early mechanical signs, soft failures. So failed check gives you some truth. Success reveals worse information. Rolls danger rather than rolls confirm danger rather than negate it. So it's like,
Yeah, even if you roll poorly, you're still getting some signs that.
Like perception. It's like you hear a noise that don't sound right. Yeah. And you roll a high in your perception. It's like that thing sounds like it's gonna rip your face off.
Yeah.
Maybe don't give it a hug.
Yeah, I feel like you could use some other ones.
Yeah, I don't know. My examples.
No, perception is one that's an overlooked skill generally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would lean into whatever the players are high in though.
Yeah, give them the opportunity. It's a really good point. Like tailoring it towards your players' abilities.
Like you give me a religion roll. Oh, you've heard some tales about this thing in this religion text, and it sounds like an abomination to your god.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, cool! I want to smite it. Like, no, maybe you run away. This is gonna rip your face off. Okay, so early mechanical signs, soft failures, invisible escalation. So new abilities activate gradually. Terrain worsens over time.
I like that.
Reinforcements hinted before arrival. So kind of that like ticking clock of like you got so much time, and then once the timer hits, then more people are coming. Okay, so that is mechanical signals. So we got fictional signals, we got mechanical signals, and we got meta signals.
Okay.
This is
above table signals.
Yeah, above table. Tone shifts. So you slow your speech, describe with fewer jokes. You ask player clarifying questions. So it's the equivalent of what I would say is, are you sure you want to do that, or
It's
are you?
it's that shift from haha, we're having a good time to
It's
now's the time.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also where you could do like musical shifts
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the music was so light and fun. Why does it sound like we're on a death march?
Hmm. Yeah. Or
Because you are Timmy.
you go in and it's like right before whatever's gonna go down. You're like, I think everybody should. We're gonna take a quick 5 minute break. Everybody use the bathroom, get refresher snacks, whatever you got to do, because it's going to get serious here. You know, like
Everybody check in with yourselves emotionally because
yeah, you're not gonna come back the same.
Right.
So tone shifts, clarifying questions.
yes.
Are you committing to this? Are you approaching? How are you approaching this? Are you just kind of checking in with the players, saying, are you trying to fight or escape?
Mm-hmm.
You're giving them the ability, or like giving them some signals to say, hey, are you sure you're gonna do, like,
Right.
I'm giving you some hints that maybe you might not want to go this far. You
Okay.
keep going,
That helps me with emotional damage to my players.
you
early
up
on.
around, you find out type of thing.
Yeah, but you can also do that early on just to mess with them too.
Yeah. And there is a third one
Okay.
to this. Open honesty is what I'm labeling it.
Ooh.
And the recommendation is to use this sparingly. Like, don't use it as a bludgeon all the time, because then the players are going to be like, oh, well, if I do anything too stupid, the DM's going to be like, hey, you're doing something really stupid. Maybe you should stop. Right? So it's basically saying, this looks extremely dangerous. You believe this could kill you. Signals, like direct signals like that, saying,
If nothing else has gotten through, you got to be direct.
yeah. So there's kind of an intensity scale, if you will. So if it's a minor risk, then you use one of the signals, right? If it's
From each category?
It's kind of like where you want to go.
Okay.
Each of these signals, I would say there's 3 levels of danger signaling. So the idea behind this is that you would use in-world cues first, then
Head up to mechanical.
go up to mechanical, because in-world cues are preventing or telegraphing. Mechanical signals is they're kind of like already in it and they're getting warnings, or right before they're getting some warnings. They could be in it and they're like, ooh, okay, like this.
I need to regroup and figure this out.
Yeah, and then the meta signals are like the DM just saying, like, you're in the middle of it and you're kind of, I'm not saying it's too late to back out, but you're kind of like, you need to come up with a plan like right now.
Yeah.
Or pour something out of your butt.
Yeah.
Because either way, you are in trouble. And this could mean multiple things. It could be, if we use the example of the boss encounter, right, where they're like super overpowered and they like start kicking everybody's butt, but they got these pylons around. Maybe you were trying to give them a moment to think and say, you can't just brute force your way. You've got to use your brain a little bit here and think about what environmental things could be happening. And that could mean signaling, saying, you notice that when you hit the boss, well, even though it doesn't do a whole lot of anything, he just absorbs it. You do notice that there's an arc of light that strengthens when that happens, like it's absorbing.
Yeah, it's pulling more power from this part, or the runes over there are flaring, almost like they're giving him protection or strengthening.
And every time you hit them, I say, well, give me a perception check.
Or,
every time, then it's kind of a signal to the players to say, well, there's a reason the DM keeps asking.
Arcana, or once again, you tailor it to the skills.
Yeah, exactly. So they're getting a signal. Like, I mean, I've been on both sides. Sometimes players are just, they don't get it. They're involved,
right? But
can't see the forest through the trees.
They're stuck in their one mindset. But also, a lot of times DMs come into it with only one solution, and that's why I like out of the box thinking. I'm like, oh crap, I never thought about that. Okay, let's roll with it. Let's see how this turns out.
Yeah, you gotta embrace it.
So can't fight it.
It does, though.
It does make your blood pressure go up.
It does sometimes, yeah. So if we're talking about the intensity scale, right? You got this. You're if it's a minor risk, you're trying to do one signal. If it's a dangerous risk, you're doing 2 layered signals, and if you're trying to do, if it's potentially like a lethal thing, then you're doing at least 3 signals from the list, and you're probably going multiple levels depending on what's happening. And if it's campaign ending, so if this goes really bad and it's a total party kill and the players are really gonna die, then
I would
it
signal
could
that
end.
last. I would do that last
you're
signal.
ringing the alarm bells.
That's the break in case of emergency.
Yeah, Gondor calls for aid.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yes.
So I think it was probably more of the.
I do like the tier signaling. That makes it easy for people to.
I was kind of thinking like each time we do this, I was thinking about the last one I really liked is that I have like a little like list or guide or something that we can publish with it.
Yeah.
Say, here you go. Here's the
here's the
whatever.
tool.
Here's a tool. Here's a
like
checklist. What do you think? So I got to format it and make it pretty, but I do like.
He does love his formatting.
In the list,
It's why he's the Emperor and I'm the Barbarian.
The list.
I pick up and put down heavy things.
That's right. Emperor loves his spreadsheets.
I still think I'm a big fan of the unbalanced.
Yeah, I
think that's a thing that you have in Session 0, and you're like, hey, up until this level, it's going to be balanced, but after this level, wherever you do, or when you shift from an arc to another arc, once you get through that first arc, that'd be like a session 0.5 or whatever, to come back and be like, hey guys, this is the part of the campaign where we talked about things are going to start getting more unbalanced.
I think part of it is it depends on the player's skill level.
Yeah.
If I have a bunch of veteran players,
yes,
we're going unfair right away.
What kind of campaign I'm
Yeah,
doing?
that's true.
If I'm doing a silly slapstick one, no, thank you.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So like that Thanksgiving one, for example.
Oh,
Thanksgiving one's meant to be silly.
Yeah, one shots I assume are always unbalanced.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Yeah, newbie group, there's probably a lot more hand holding that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
The hand holding and balanced encounter. And maybe that's unfair to say about balanced encounter, but the balanced encounter, like really pushing that maybe until level 3.
I say until about level 5.
Level 5. Yeah.
Because then you're starting to get multi-attacks and stuff.
That's true. And the players got some of their own abilities
They got
giving
more,
them some balancing. So, and you can push harder sometimes and less hard other times.
And by level 5, they should have a good grasp of mechanics and stuff.
They've grown up and they're ready to explore the world a little more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can happen between level 1 and level 5.
Oh, yes.
So, any closing thoughts?
No.
All right. Well, I think we're going to close it out. Yep. I appreciate everybody joining us.
Let us know your thoughts down below.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear people's take.
And if you get a minute, go over and check out the poll and just basically vote. What do you think? Do you prefer balanced or unbalanced encounters? We'll have 3 options there. Whether
What's the third one?
Just pure balance, pure unfair, or
a mix.
Mix of them.
There'll be a secret 4th option, which is I don't care. I just want to see the results.
Yeah, we'll do that too because I think that's important for every poll.
Yeah,
because people just randomly pick. Like, I just want to see what everybody else picked. I don't care.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, good point. I think we'll do that from now on. That's now a staple. So we appreciate having you here.
Yeah,
we appreciate you listening.
Join us next week.
Join us next week, and until next time when we see you at the table.